carry on, yeah, just carry on.
Who's seen me speak before? Who have I met before? Lots of you. Oh, fantastic. Well, just to give you a little bit of background on me and Harvey, we've actually been in the business now for 10 years. I can't believe it. It feels like moments ago. That time's gone so fast. I came into the business because I was looking for something that I could work from home. I didn't actually join Clean Easy because I wanted to do Clean Easy. I joined because I couldn't find anything else that was legal anyway. And my little girl at the time, Natasha, was just a few months old, and she had special needs. She was in and out of hospital quite a lot, and I desperately needed something that was going to enable me to stay at home with her. My son Tom was just starting infant school, and you know, I didn't want to leave Natasha with a childminder. We had hospital appointments coming out of our ears. I didn't know what was happening with her. Maternal instincts were all over the place, but that maternal instinct wasn't going to pay the bills, and I still needed about £300 a month coming in. So I started looking around for something that I could work from home. Came across all sorts of wonderful things, most of them I really couldn't do, and I eventually responded to an advert on one of the job sites. And a couple of days later, which seems crazy now because you know people look at the information instantly now, but back then we used to have to pop stuff through the post. In fact, I actually saw one of the recruitment videos that we used to have to send out. Anyone else remember those? Yeah? Yeah. We used to have to send those in the post. But I got an info pack and a DVD from a lovely lady called Tracey Sheehan, part of Helen Orgood's team, who many of you will know. And I looked at it and thought, well, I'm not doing that. But Tracey had been taught really well, and she rang me up, caught me off guard, and had a little chat with me about the business, and did exactly what Gavin was just doing and what you guys have all just been doing with each other. She just chatted to me about me, what was my situation, and I found out that she had a couple of kids very similar ages to mine. Tracey had been in the business for just a few months then, and at the time she was making about £600 a month, which was double what I was looking for. So I thought to myself, well, if I join, I can do it until a proper job comes along, or until I decide to go back to work. And I never in a million years joined with a view to doing it forever. And now here I am 10 years on, and this business has completely changed my life. It took my income, in fact, let me, I've just got to press this thing here, Gavin. And again, Harvey's going to be trying to follow me with that phone. Okay. So it took my very first income check was £273.90, and it took me 3 whole months to get that check because I just messed around with it. Michael's looking at me now. These guys are retail monsters. You'll hear more from them in a moment, but it took me 3 months to make myself £273.90. Now that wasn't because the business didn't work, it was because I was really rubbish at it, didn't follow the system and did everything that I shouldn't be doing. And I never came along to any events, I never read any books, I didn't even want to top up my catalogues. I was that much of a pain when I first came into it. But it, you know, over the years, it's completely changed our lives. I mean, the income checks, we've had checks now of over £4,000 a month. We've been on lots of the free 5-star holidays that the company has on offer. And we're on the tables at the moment to be, you know, to win a car. We're in qualification right now for Madrid and Mexico, which will be our 7th trip. It's an incredibly exciting business, and that isn't because we're clever or anything special. We've just got stuck in, we've followed the system, and we've just believed that absolutely anything is possible. So what I wanted to really talk to you about tonight for the next 15-20 minutes, if I can, was a bit about online sponsoring. Now, we built our business with all the traditional methods of sponsoring. Your wall market, putting out thousands and thousands of flyers and business cards. We did everything that we did then to build the business. And those things still work. But with the added internet now, I just want to show you how you can generate leads online. Now, lots of you are probably already doing these things. They're easy to do, but they're really easy not to do. So I just want to show you a few little things that if you do and you do consistently, will have a massive impact on the business. So the team building, and you can see all my lovely team members at the bottom of the screen there. Don't they look smiley and lovely? They all really like being in the team. The only way to get your checks to that level, residual income, walk-away income, is through sponsoring. But you see, the challenge is that most people walk around secret agents, don't they? You know, they don't tell anybody what they're doing. They walk around like this. And they don't want to tell anybody what they're doing. I didn't tell anybody that I was a clean, easy distributor when I came into the business. In fact, the very first person that joined my team joined by default. They filled out a little advert that was on my catalogue slip. So make sure your catalogue slips have got recruitment adverts on, yeah? They filled in their name and address on that, and I remember picking the book up and going, what have I got to do with that then? And ringing up Tracy and going, someone's written their name on one of my catalogue slips, what do I do? And she's like, oh, just take them an info pack. I'm like, go back. Go back to their house and give them an info. I'm not going back there. And I had to go and give them some info. And you know what? They joined. They actually joined the business. I couldn't believe it. But I was a secret agent. So what we found now, and I know many of you have, we've got lots of successful distributors in this room here tonight. What we found is that this online side of the business, you know, our Facebook selling groups, the access to everybody online, has opened up this business to everybody's warm market. By warm market, I just mean people that you know, whether you know them really well or whether you know them not so well, but you know them. This business has opened up to all of our warm markets so simply. Would you agree with that? Yeah, massively. Just through the use of a simple social media site like Facebook. You know, back in the day, we used to write lots and lots of, you know, lists of all your warm market, and I still recommend you do that because it's a great memory jogger thing to do. But you know, most of us now are connected to most people that we know and lots that we don't know on Facebook. It's so simple to do. So what the first thing that I really want to talk to you about is warm market. And I know you hear it all the time and lots of people hear it and go, oh no, warm market. Guys, it's never, ever been easier to sponsor people from your warm market. What we're finding is distributors are coming in, they're coming in on the online system, it's attracted so many people, they're going out there with catalogues as well, but they're coming in online and then they're adding all their friends and family to their Facebook groups, they're seeing their products, they're going out on the doorstep with so much more confidence with their catalogues because they've already had £300-400 worth of orders straight away from their shop. So they're going out with so much more confidence and they're talking to and attracting their warm market so much quicker. Mine's a large one, please. Anyone for pizza? Why warm market? Well, the first reason being that they already trust you. You know, you've got a relationship with these people straight away. When you're talking to people on the phone, you know, from adverts that you're running, people that you don't know, you have to build up that relationship. You know, you have to build up that rapport.
So somebody hasn't got a lorry that's blocking a white lorry.
White lorry, anybody? Came in my Mercedes today, not the lorry, sorry. The great thing with your warm market is that hopefully, and I have put hopefully they like you. If they don't like you, if you really are public enemy #1, avoid those people. You know, your warm market like you, you don't have to build up. If you know, if you spoke, this lovely lady here who has an Uncle John. If your Uncle John wanted to build a business and he had the choice of the two of us, would he speak to me who, you know, he'd responded to one of my shop ads or one of my ads on Facebook, or would he speak to his niece who he knew was already in the business? That warm market is so powerful. You've got the relationship with them already. And you know, guys, it gives you that opportunity to help people that you care about. You know, you'll see people tonight coming up for recognition. You see people at all the events across the network going up for recognition and achievement. How do you feel when you see your team members going up? You know, it fills you with such pride, such joy. Imagine how much deeper that feeling is when it's a family member, a close friend. We've got lots of friends and we've had family members in the business, and there's something magical about showing and helping those people you care about. I remember Helen saying to me back in the early days, you know, imagine that you've just been digging in your garden and you've uncovered this huge mountain of gold. And you knew that no matter how much you dug that gold up, you would never in your lifetime use it all. You wouldn't even scrape the surface. So what would you do if you discovered this big pile of gold in your back garden? Would you go and put, you know, an advert in the newspaper or post something on Facebook, gold, free in my back garden, here's my address? Or would you get on the phone and talk to everyone that you knew personally first, your closest friends and family, those that you love, those that you like? Would you tell them first, or would you tell strangers? Because I know which I'd choose, and that's what you've got to feel and do with your business. Really, really, really tap into that warm market. So here's some ideas for you. Idea number one: who has privately messaged all of their Facebook contacts? Who started to do that? Lots of you do that, yeah? When you first get started, one of the first things that we get our team to do is to contact everyone that they know on Facebook. Privately message them one by one, okay? Don't do it all in one go if you've got 500 friends. Don't private message 500 people all in one go. Change the wording a little bit, make sure you put their name in, okay? And don't do them all on a group chat, okay? Individually, it's personal, is the key. But why not message them and let them know about this fantastic business that you've got? Let them know what it is you're doing. This is just an example of what we send. We send out a link. We use the 10 steps videos, whatever your system teaches you. But private message everyone. Let them know what it is that you're doing in the business. Now, for those of you that have maybe, like myself, been in the business for a while now, you might have done your warm market. Well, here's my suggestion to you. Private message all of your Facebook contacts again. We did this. Well, we say we did this. We do this. You know, we have a thing within our team where we say, you know, 5 a day will take you all the way. So 5 a day isn't about your vegetables, although that's good too. 5 a day is about sending at least 5 Facebook messages every day to your warm market, whether it's new warm market or whether for lots of our team it's a recontact. So something like this, and I want to give you an example here. This is Emma Louise in our team. Emma and I have been friends for 4 or 5 years, not close friends. I know her through another friend of mine. We go out sometimes, but I know her to chat to. I know her to say hello to and like her posts on Facebook, that kind of stuff. Emma was on my list because I just go alphabetically. It's nothing special. I just work through the alphabet on my friends list, and I sent Emma a message. Emma's a nurse. She's a busy mum of 2 kids. And I sent her a message last period that just said, "Hi Emma, how's things with you?" A little bit of chat about some things I've seen her doing. Emma, you're a really busy lady. You know loads of people being a nurse. Will you do me a favour? Will you just share this video amongst some of your friends? I'm just looking for a few people to be working with. And I sent her the video. That's all I did. And she just sent me back a Facebook thumbs up. And that was it. And then literally an hour later, she messaged me again and just said, actually, I might be interested in this. Not sure if I've got the time and I don't want to waste your time. So I just messaged her back and said, I'll give you a call in 5 minutes. And I rang her and she just said, actually, I've looked at it a couple of times. I am quite interested, but I don't know if I've got the time. So I just said, well, why don't we get together for a coffee? She's quite local to me, let's have a coffee. She came up for a coffee. Half an hour later, she was registered with 50 Catalogue Kit and an online business. And in her first period, she's hit 15%. She's got a great team building underneath her. She personally retailed her 10%, and she did over £2,700 as a team. Was that worth sending a Facebook message to? Absolutely. She's got people coming into her business all the time now, and she now sees this as a way of getting out of her nursing job, which actually she's really stressed by. Wants more time. So it's really, really powerful. So re-messaging. She's known that I've done Clean Easy for 4 or 5 years. We've been friends. But that re-message, asking her who she knew. Who do you know? 4 most powerful words to write down on your paper. Who do you know? Keep asking people that. I'll talk faster, I'll be here all night. Okay, idea number 3. Post well done messages on your Teams wall. When somebody in your business does something, anything to recognise them for, write a thank you, write a well done on their wall, tag their name in so that they see it and all of their friends see it as well. And do your best not to use any jargon, okay? Their friends won't understand what 10% is, you know, 21% is. They'll look at that and go 10%, and 10% is not a lot. But if you say, you know, 800 quid's worth of sales in your first 4 weeks, that's really, really powerful. And, you know, everybody can understand. Friends know that, you know, it's not just some spam post, it's a genuine post and you agree with it and that you guys are friends. And what we found when that's happened is your team member is then getting lots of interest in their business. Who wants people knocking down their door wanting to join them and their team? Yeah? This sort of stuff will create that. You'll have them knocking down the door. Ideal number 4, post lifestyle posts on your Facebook. Now the key with your Facebook profile is that you have to keep it positive. It has to be just the best version of you. So make sure your profile picture is a lovely picture of you. I know you love your cat, and I know you love your dog, and I know you love your kids. And there's a really lovely quote that you really like, that you like to put as your profile, but people are not going to buy you, people are not going to join you if you have that as your profile picture. It's really, really important that it's you. Put all that stuff as your background. My kids are all over my Facebook. Put it as your background, but make sure that little profile picture is you. And you've got to keep your Facebook profiles just the best version of you. Share your real life. Be the real you. It's really, really important that it is you. But you've got to keep, you know, sex, drugs and rock and roll's got to be off screen, guys. I'm sorry. You've got to keep that stuff off screen. Because, you know, some people will be offended. Some people will judge you. They will look at that and make their choice on you. And they will check out your Facebook profile. So just make sure that it's a really, really good version of you. And post lifestyle stuff. This was just a post, you know, with my lovely makeshift box that Harvey invented for me. He's going to have a pattern of that, you know, clean, easy box lid down if anyone wants to buy them from him. You know, we're going to make our fortune by selling these box lids. It's the only way I could actually read what was on my laptop. Stuff like that's really, really powerful because it gets people liking and messaging and commenting on your posts. And the more of that interaction you get with other people, the more your posts turn up on their Facebook. Okay, Facebook's really clever. They don't automatically connect you up with people just because you're friends. They want social interaction. You've got to be liking. You've got to be commenting. So you've got to have stuff that's worth liking and worth commenting. And if it's all business, that's the quickest way to turn people off. You've got to have that 80-20 balance, you know, 80% fun, lifestyle, normal life, 20% business then that you can mix in there. But stuff like that is really powerful. Who gets to sit out in the garden running their business? You know, taking the kids to the school run, having a coffee out with your friends when most people are at work in the office. I know lots of you, I see lots of you doing those posts. Really, really powerful stuff. It will get people asking you what it is that you do. Like we've said, people follow you, you know. Yeah, great example there, Laura, yes. How long did you stalk your sponsor for, you know? What you've got to know is that so many people right now are following you and watching you on Facebook, and many of you have followed and watched people on Facebook and they don't even know you're doing it. Who is your secret Facebook stalker? I want to introduce you to one of my Facebook stalkers. This lovely couple here, sat on the front row with me. Michael just found me on Facebook. He came across me. He was in another part of the team with somebody else quite a few years ago, and wanted to come back into the business and found me on Facebook. I think he was just searching out all the hot chicks. Yeah, that's my philosophy anyway. But he found me on Facebook and got in touch asking if I did Clean Easy. We got chatting, we swapped phone numbers, and he came into the business. These guys, this period, they joined in March. This period just gone, they personally retailed £4,289. Their team turned over £7,000. They hit 21%. Let me show you some of their checks. Look at these. First check, £810. By June, 1,064. This period just gone, they made themselves £1,475. How awesome is that? Now, if my Facebook was full of absolute absolute rubbish, negativity and everything else, would he have looked at that and said, that's the person I want to join, that's the person I'm going to speak to about this business? So, you know, it's really, really powerful, and do know that people are watching you. Facebook is full. I know I'm just talking about Facebook, but I really wanted to talk to you about some online stuff tonight. But Facebook is full of hot leads. There are huge, massive businesses being built online right now. So recruitment posts, I know lots of you do that. Use all the Facebook groups for selling your products, most definitely, but use them also for recruiting. Keep your adverts simple. Simple is best. Look, we use Google Images all the time to find, obviously you've got images you can do with your products, Google Images searching for, you know, people sat out in the garden working on a laptop, all the lifestyle posts, okay? Keep it simple. Make sure you've got a website so that all your leads come in and go into your contact manager, okay? Speak to your sponsor about that, link them up. Change your advert regularly, okay, so it's fresh, new people look at it all the time. And build up the amount of groups that you're posting in, okay? But Facebook is hot. There are so many people that come into our team through free Facebook internet advertising, okay? You've really got to be making that rock and roll. Monica was a Facebook advert, okay? She came into our business, she came in really and just did a little bit, you know. She worked full time at Argos. She didn't have the boys then. She just came in for an extra little bit of money when she wanted to go out or when she wanted to decorate. She likes decorating. And she did 10%, okay, so she did £800 worth of orders, and then she wouldn't do anything for a couple of months. And then she'd maybe do, you know, £800 again, and then she wouldn't do anything for a couple of months. And she was like that for 2 to 3 years. Who would have thought she would become our gold distributor? This period just gone, Monica's broken gold. So you never know where your people are going to come from. She's just put herself into qualification for a 5-star free holiday to Madrid. We are so excited for them. Absolutely awesome. And she responded to an advert that I'd placed on Facebook asking if anybody wanted to make some extra cash in their spare time. And she did. Who knew that her business would grow into that? Recruitment adverts on your selling groups, you know. They're not selling groups just to sell products by any stretch of the imagination. You will sell lots of products, but they are a warm market base. If you grow your group, the people that are in there will join your business. Who sponsored somebody from their Facebook group? Yeah, quite a few of you. We do all the time, but you'll only do that if you let them know that you're looking for people. Okay, you've got to put your recruitment messages into your group. We put a recruitment message in at least once a week, especially if you've got competitions running, lots of new members coming in. Bump your recruitment posts up, but put a fresh one in every week, and we get responses on it every single week. There's always people looking. Share those income checks, okay? When you get that proof of income, okay? Clean Easy is fantastic. You know, they produce you this photographic evidence of your income so that you can share that, you can show people. In fact, I think we're the only network company in Europe that actually produces their sales figures and their income checks for everyone to see, because we're so proud of what it is that we do. Shout it from the rooftops. Those income checks are there. Share them on Facebook. It's once you get that, work really hard in that first month to secure that retail check, you know, that income check, to show other people. I know Michael and Kirsty have been posting their fantastic story on Facebook in the last few days, and they're getting messages left, right and centre. People now want to know what it is they're doing, and Michael's like, I've already told you, I'm not telling you. You know, they're so excited because now people are queuing at their door wanting to join their business. And don't forget, you know, I've just added this sort of one in at the end, but texting still, you know, mobile phones, you know, there's people that you're connected to on your phone that you're maybe not connected to on social media. We still send out text messages on our phone. Most of you have got free texts, yeah? Send that out, let people know what it is that you're doing, get those, whatever, you know, opportunity video, whatever it is that you're using, get it out to people, let them know about this business. 50 was the magic number, and I say was, you know, when we came into the business 10 years ago, Rob Foster, who you heard on the video earlier, taught us to generate 50 inquiries a week. Did anyone else come in on that system? That was what we were all taught, yeah? Generate 50 inquiries a week and you'll build your team. You know, that's not anymore. I mean, how old school is that now? 50 inquiries a week. I mean, here's just a couple of examples. Danny put an advert on Facebook with her check and she got 200 inquiries in one day. Monica posted one of her earlier checks, 150 inquiries in just one day. 50 is just not the magic number anymore. You know, with the opportunity now online, you can generate hundreds and hundreds of inquiries in your business on a daily and a weekly basis. It's absolutely open to everybody. You can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic. You know, that's the key. You've got to put the work into this. You've heard that already tonight from David, from Gavin. The work ethic has got to come. You know, I remember Helen saying to me, the only place money comes before work is in the dictionary. So true. But it's worth it, yeah? So let me just leave you with a couple of top tips, if I can. Be consistent and persistent. Create daily habits with your business, okay? It's that daily habit. That 5 a day will take you all the way habit has found us some fantastic people and still continues to find us some fantastic people. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. You know, I always think it's the work that you're doing when no one's watching. Anyone can put on a show, you know, in front of everybody, but when the doors are closed and no one's watching you, are you working your business? You know, are you doing the most that you can possibly do to move your business on? Because that's where it's built, most definitely. Treat the sponsoring side of the business like you treat your retail. You know, when you come into the business and you build your retail story, you're consistent, you're persistent, you're in and out with your catalogues, you're in and on with your online posting, you have weekly targets, you have a set goal of what you want to achieve. Treat your sponsoring in exactly the same way. Have weekly targets, have daily goals, know where you want to get, how many leads do you want to generate, how many people do you want to sponsor, and have those targets with your sponsoring and it will build. And most importantly, you've got to work the numbers. You know, sponsoring is a numbers game in exactly the same way that you deliver 200 catalogues and you pick up so many customers. You generate 200 inquiries in sponsoring and you will recruit some distributors. It works in exactly the same way. And you've got to work the numbers because these are the people that are going to join your team, okay? You've got to imagine out of 10 people, one of them, okay, I know some of you are laughing because you know this, one is going to be a liar. Who sponsored a liar? Joined your business, I've put 200 catalogues out and I've done 100 posts on Facebook and no one wants anything. Who's had one of them? Do you know what? Don't get upset over that. Do you know what liars are really, really good at doing? Any guesses? Lying. So why are you upset when they lie? That's what they're supposed to do. You've just sponsored a liar. Yeah. Know that you're going to sponsor one of them. Who's ever sponsored a magician? See, now Monica was a magician. So don't discount anybody. Monica was a magician. She'd do a bit for a month and then she'd disappear for 2 months. Yeah? And you get that a bit in the holiday season. You know, well, summertime, they'll all go out and put their catalogues out or do a bit of online posting and then you can't find them when it's raining. We all sponsor magicians. What do magicians do? They disappear. 1 minute they're there and the next minute they're not. And then sometimes they come back again and sometimes, poof, they've just gone. Signed up Monday. Can't get hold of them by 6 o'clock. Where have they gone? Yeah, it happens. You're going to sponsor magicians. MAT. Who knows what MAT stands for?
Moaning all the time.
Moaning all the time. Who sponsored a MAT? Who is a MAT? I was a MAT. Yeah. Wasn't I, Helen? MATs can turn out good too. People, you are going to sponsor Matt and Matilda. You know, my daughter, bless her, we've done this work the numbers training before, and Natasha says, I don't like that, mummy. I don't like moaning all the time. I'm going to say you're marvellous all the time. So you can sponsor those as well. Who sponsored a Clever Dick? You're going to sponsor Clever Dick. You don't need to tell me how to do it. I know how to do it. I'm going to do it this way and I'm going to produce. I'm going to make you a millionaire. never hear those. Yeah. You're going to sponsor a clever dick. A tourist. Tourist is very similar to a magician. You know, they come in, they do a little bit for a few months, and then they go off on holiday maybe, or it's just raining, or it's a bit cold, or they've got something on, and then you don't see them. Okay, you're going to sponsor tourists. Steady Eddies, we love steady Eddies, yeah, okay? People that come in and just consistently do what they're supposed to do. They're not going to set the world on fire right then, but we had a steady Eddie in our team, a guy called Paul, and he was a steady Eddie, 10% retailer, month in, month out for 2 years. These guys now retail $4 grand a period. So steady Eddies can become, you know, your serious team members. You will sponsor your serious team members, and you will also sponsor your gold distributors. But you've got to work the numbers. If you don't work the numbers, you may end up just sponsoring a couple of liars, a clever dick and a Matt, and you'll think, well, this don't blinking work, does it? You've got to work the numbers to find all those other people as well, so remember that. Next time you're moaning, it's inevitable, if you keep working the numbers, that a couple of them will want to do what you're doing. We work a revolving door business. Okay, but you've got to make sure you've got lots of people coming through so that revolving door's constantly going. Okay, the more people you've got coming in, the better. It's like that funnel, isn't it? You've got to block that funnel with lots and lots of great people. You're only going to find them if you work the numbers, and I've hopefully given you a few little ways tonight that you can do that really simply. So, use the tools, okay? Use all the tools that you've got available. Don't be the tool. Use the tools that are available. Harvey and I and our team actually follow the 10-step success system. It's the system that's brought our business through the ranks in this last couple of years, and it's what we teach all our team. It's fantastic. Whatever system it is that you use it and use it well. We like this because they've got everything's documented. We've got workbooks, we've got script books, we've got support and help on every step of the business. And what we found is that this has given brand new people the tracks to run on from day one, and it's been absolutely awesome. But it's not about the 10-step success system or promoting that to you. If that's what you use, brilliant. If it isn't, that's fine too. It's about using the tools, following a system and using the tools that are available, whether that's recruiting online, if you use an online presentation, we do. However you bring your people in, use the tools so that you can have lots of people coming through your business. Develop your skills and mindset, okay? Events like this, events like the workshops, events like the showcase, if your team runs webinars, anything that you can do to access information, please do visit that tools table at the back of the room. Just invest 5 quid, 10 quid in one of those books, and it will change you and it will change your business. There's no profit made on that stuff. It's brought there for you to just better yourself, better your business. If you need to get some more people skills, pick up a people skills with people. If you need to develop a thick skin because at the moment you're new and you're a little bit scared, buy Rhinoceros Success. There's even pictures you can buy in, it's really, really good. There's good stuff for everybody. There's CDs, you know, turn your car into a mobile library. Get some of those CDs and listen to that information, and it will have such a massive, massive difference on you. It grew our business massively. And remember, it's the speed of the leader. Be the person you're looking for. Be that person. You don't have to do huge amounts of retail. If you want to, that's great, but you don't have to. Just be good, be consistent, be persistent, be enthusiastic, okay? Use the tools, promote the events. That speed of the leader is so important. Would you follow you? Would you look in the mirror and